So, good evening, everyone. So, we will be now talking about assessment plan. So, we would be talking about the different learning outcomes, then curriculum map, then the assessment infrastructure. So, let us continue. So, first, we will be talking about the learning modules or packets, what should be incorporated in the assessment. For example, if you are part of the Department of Education or nasa DepEd na kayo, you would know this. So, in the past, we have those curriculum guide, but now we have those mail. Then we collapse the topic. We make sure that the modular learning would be feasible. Kasi, for example, as you could imagine, doon good sa yung nauna natin na mga modules, it was very burden sa mga estudyante, di ba? Nakita nyo naman yun. But then, as of now, parang ini-improve na rin ng mga teachers. So, we determine it into 3 different products. So, we have the competency, the performance standard, and the life skills. So, ayan siya. Iba na yan siya. So, then, therefore, after that, magde-design na tayo ng assessment. Kasi, if we don't have the competency, performance standard, and the life skills na dapat matutunan ng estudyante, para tayo gagawa ng or magde-design ng assessment. So, for example, ito siya. Sa ano to, sa SLM or self-learning modules. So, meron tayong so we have 4 quizzes, 1 essay, midterm exam, blogspot, participation, group project. So, i-analyze mo paano mo siya ilalaban, paano mo siya i-distribute. Kasi nga naman, if you wouldn't distribute your quizzes or your assessment, para mo na rin binurden yung mga estudyante. Kasi dapat nakaplan siya kasi hindi pwede nang bigay ka rin ng assessment na wala naman pala. Parang nagbibigay ka lang para may gawin sila. But make sure those assessment are what? Para doon sa mga lessons mo. So, what must this do? So, monitor the pupils, give feedback, and this should provide us with so that to improve their learning experience. So, formative assessment allows for independent learning. So, let us talk about kung gusto nang may summary, they should understand and they should what? Illustrate. So, isang page lang dapat ito ha. Dapat isang page lang. So, why do we make assessment plan? Assessment plan turns everyone's heads in the same direction. Kasi para alam ng estudyante, for example, yung course outline, nabigay mo na tapos sabi mo, okay, by the end of this, alam natin na may term paper na ipapasa si ma'am. So, it should help you identify major issues for decision making or for future changes sa lesson and paano siya makakatulong sa estudyante. Ito siya. Help you to stop doing things which are costly but ineffective. This is a very rampant ito siya. Diba? Meron tayong there are some times that your teacher provides activity na very tedious. Ang dami-dami yung pinapagawa sa inyo and you don't learn anything. Alangan anong gagawin mo, di ba? So, yun yung gagawin natin. So, dapat ayusin talaga kasi ito siya. So, for your to answer this question, please provide in so this would be your question number one. What make a sample or provide an experience yung nangyari gud sa inyo that pinagawa kayo ng teacher nyo, then in pala ineffective. So, that would be your number one question. So, you answer that, mga ano na siguro, mga 5 to 10 sentences lang. Just explain ano yung activity. Then, at the end, yung pala, wala rin pala siyang weight. Or parang pinagawa lang kayo, pero wala rin pala siyang, parang wala kayo natutunan. Tapos ineffective din pala yung ginamit. Next would be, in online classes, ito na siya. Actual hands-on experience becomes what? Virtual reality. So, through this, it gives flexible time frames and allow uh, learners to work at their own pace. So, ito, because we are at the flexible learning, di ba? Tayo sa Ramon Magsaysay. Um, we are allowing students to learn at their own pace. Pero may time limit pa rin siya, di ba? And assessments is ongoing process until standards are met. So, these are one of the most questioned activities. How do you make calculus interesting and engaging and fun? How would you make sure that students will not sleep on an algebra class? And how does the statistics, di ba? This is one of the most, talaga, itong tatlong subjects na to, very consuming and maganda talaga ito siya ituro pag nasa face-to-face. Pero pag nasa online, this is very hard. And sometimes, if you would not listen to the teacher, wala talaga. Kung ano pa, GG ka. So, what the learner becomes and what they should understand. So, OBE is what? It's changing our job. So, it creates a climate that makes our students what? Trust us. So, for example, meron ba kayong mga teachers dito na So, this is for your second question. Ano yung pinapagawa nyo? Ano yung pinapagawa ng teachers? Especially, we are on the context of assessment that make you distrust them. So, 5 sentences lang So, dalawa na yung question dyan. So, failing is a fact of life. But, what? Teach the students not to give up. So, may mga talaga, may mga teachers talaga, di ba? I'm not saying everyone, but may mga teachers talaga na feel mo na suicide na lang ako kaysa akong teacher. But there are also teachers that although feeling mo ma-failure ka, but what? Nagyapon kay pag-asa, may paglaom gihapon sa kinabuhi kay they would make you feel encouraged kahit na nagkasanda ka bagsak-bagsak ka na, but then pa rin, laban ng gapon. So, the Latin word if for acid, what is this? Assistant is what? Asidre. O ibig sabihin, to sit beside. So, ibig sabihin, the teacher is there to guide you, to scaffold you, until na kaya mo ng, mag-work sa mga problems na yan or sa assessment na yan. Guiding you along the way na at the end of the lesson, the teacher could let you go and you could answer those assessments in your own. So, mentors win by showing up. So, you are not teaching people if you don't show up, diba? If you don't tell them, okay, ganito yung gawin, ganito, dapat ganito. When you keep on instructing people what to do, malamang, that doesn't mean showing up. So, as future educators, dapat ganyan tayo. So, assessment's target is what? Must be understood and owned by student. Pag hindi naiintindihan ng students ang assessment target, wala pa rin yan siyang kwenta. You just tire out the students. So, for my helps, ito na. So, let us make a assessment plan. So, this is an individual activity. So, nakikita nyo dito ha. So, first, you must find the topic. So, what is the topic? Then the subject. So, dapat simple yung topic nyo ha. So, the topic is cell structure. Sige, para hindi kayo mahirapan. Dapat lang, sige, sa math tayo ha. Math ang gagamitin natin dito. So, the subject is biology. Then, you put a grade level. So, we are on the primary. So, pilit lang kayo sa grade 1 and 2. So, the higher order thinking skills. So, maghahanap kayo ng higher order thinking skills na gagamitin. So, meron man siya sa Bloom's taxonomy. Maghanap kayo doon. So, key learning or essential learning. Then, huwag niyo yung unit summary ha. This unit summary is actually the discussion. So, huwag niyo na yung gawin. So, assessment. Ito siya ang gagawin niyo na part. So, topic, subject, grade level, HOTS, key learning. Gagawin niyo lahat maliban sa okay, sige, pasukan natin ng unit summary para klaro. Then, gagawa kayo ng assessment. Meron tayong formative, dalawang formative, then isang summative assessment. So, bali, i-replicate nyo lang itong dito, format. But then, you would choose your own topic. Kuha. So, this is the third or fourth activity na gagawin nyo for this lesson. So, eto na yung nyo, parang yung sa long term naman, huwag natin itong gawin kasi baka anong mangyari sa inyo. So, yung na nagagawin natin, yung short term lang. Kasi masyadong mahaba na yung long term. So, eto siya. Summative assessment could be a written work. It could be a performance task or quarterly assessment. Make sure na yung gagawin nyo dito, magpa-formative assessment kayo. Oral examination, yan. Check sheet during microscope work. So, ibig sabihin, may activity kayong ilalagay talaga ha. Hindi pwede na walang activity. Meron kayong instruction na ilalagay dyan. So, next is you would be, kasi diba may assignment na kayo sa rubric. So, based on those activities, ilang activity ito? 1, 2, 3. Tatlong activities, tatlong assessment. So, ibig sabihin, gawan nyo ito ng rubrics. So, may tatlong rubrics ito. So, ipapasa nyo rin yung tatlong rubrics para masaya. So, these are the samples. Diba nakapag-discuss naman ako paano yung mga rubrics. So, what is teaching learning in an OBE way? So, classes, opportunities, assessment should help students to achieve. The role of faculty is what? Into transition. It could be instructor, trainer, facilitator. Students of all ages need a clear understanding that the criteria are there to help them grow. Hindi another way around. Criteria are not there to threaten them. Criteria are there to guide them. Yun yung tandaan natin ha. Kasi if they were afraid of the criteria, paano sila makakagawa ng mga activities nila? So, final thoughts, there are real learning. There should be a communication, transitioning from online, and there should be always what? A learning support system. We know that migrating to new uncharted territories, for example, sa atin, flexible or online learning always attracts resistance. 'Di ba maraming ayaw? But please remember that online learning may receive criticism and ambivalence even from the best students. Hindi lahat kasi nag-e-embrace. But we must make sure that this learning experience is what clear and a shared responsibility, not just from the teacher but also from the students. Dapat alam ng estudyante niyo kung anong pinapagawa niyo, alam din ng wala. Dapat yung pinapagawa ng teacher, alam ng estudyante. And they would meet halfway. They should understand each other kasi aanin mo yung assessment if your students would not understand. Assess ka ng assess, yung estudyante nyo nagkandaloko-loko na, sige lang gawa ng mga assignments, sige lang gawa ng mga pinapagawa ng teacher. Yun pala, the students are just doing that to make met deadlines. Pero hindi pala sila natututo. So, final thoughts, ito lang siya. OBE is very good if you are an educator who is what? If there is an ecosystem of support, you systematically monitor your students and you review your assessments. Make sure that we always retool in order to reinvent the way we deliver the content. Hindi naman siya yung talaga, parang stiff content. Dapat, from time to time, nag-a-adjust rin tayo. Kasi nga, yung iba nga nag-a-adjust sa relationship. Kayo pa kaya, yung school pa kaya, o yung teacher niyo, hindi mag-a-adjust. So, dapat, adjust rin. So, please remember, according to Bill Gates, technology is a tool in terms of getting kids working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important job for this role. So, sabi nga nila, I facilitate thinking, I engage mind, I listen to questions, I encourage risk, I support struggle, cultivate dreams, and learn every day. Therefore, we teach. So, thank you and mabuhay.